Little one, what are you doing here? Were you followed? Is anyone in the hallway with you? You'll forgive me, but this is not a good time. I understand it has been weeks since we have seen each other, but events have conspired in a darker manner, and I must take precautions. Yes, I know. I understand that you saved my life. And normally, I would be grateful, and I am grateful, but right now, bigger things are in play other than my gratitude. We cannot stand in the hallway and chat. Fine, yes, you're right. Come in. My sword. Oh, protection. It does protect me quite well. I understand there are more modern options, but this sword has protected me longer than this city has stood. I trust it. This sword was a gift from my maker, and considering how old I am, I think you understand how long it's been at my side. Like I said, events are transpiring and I need to be careful. All of us in the non-human community need to be careful. The incident at the club was not some random accident. A hunter has come to Frosthaven. All of my sources tell me he's here for a mission, but not one that has been officially sanctioned. Either he's here on a private contract or a vendetta. Either way, everyone needs to be safe. I'm pretty sure he spiked my drink at the club. Again, whether I was his target or it was just a random act, I'm not sure as of yet. Hunters like him, those who take the private gigs, they tend to be that kind of crazy. They have no problem walking around, butchering innocents just because they're different. I've seen it far too often. You forget, little one, I've been alive for a very, very long time. Long enough to know that hunters like this are zealots. They're the ones we tell our children stories about. They're our boogeyman. Well, an old friend told me first, but some things have happened of late. Things that have brought to bear this level of protection. Perhaps you're right. You do spend quite a bit of time with me. You do have every right to know. Indeed. I mean, you could run. You could run right now. I wouldn't blame you. I don't think anyone would. Go be safe, be alive somewhere else. Being at my side, being at most of the supernatural side right now, that's where the danger is. You're not going anywhere? Brave. Foolish, but brave. All right then. After my friend Connor called me, I spoke with a group of vampires. Well, across all of Frosthaven there are about 10 vampire covens. A few to the north, a few to the south, a few here in Frost City. One that lives just on the coast, just south of Songbird Spire. Each one has a representative. Together they form a conclave, if you will. Recently the conclave was called. We all shared whatever information we have. Questions were raised about where I got some of my information, but a hunter by the name of Tobin has come to Frosthaven. Apparently he's a true believer. He wants the eradication of all supernatural beings. To him, humanity is all that should survive. Well, when you're dealing with that sort of zealotry, it's worth taking a moment and collecting information. Oh no, the Covens had more information, but we did not want to meet for too long, so a lot of things were condensed. Most of us have dealt with a hunter or two like this before, but this one seems stronger, more determined than the rest, so it was worth the meeting of all of us. For all of us to begin sharing information this readily, I'll tell you, that's how I know things are serious. Because they usually don't call me. The oldest vampire in Frosthaven. I have somewhere around 150 years on them. Trust me when I tell you, they don't like meeting with me, but I tend to have the best information, so here we are. Yes, the hunter. This Tobin is here with a protege of sorts. We're not sure about them, but 2 men looking to hunt is not my idea of a good time. Well, we know he's been collecting information on local supernaturals. A few of the werewolf packs, some of the covens, even some of the more banal creatures like elves and dwarves. He's looking at everyone. Yes, I know about the werewolf packs. Believe me, the covens had a few choice words when they found out that most of this information came from a werewolf. But if they wish to live in the dark simply because of the old prejudices, then they can die there too. Oh, no. Don't get me wrong. I am not a fan of werewolves, but I'll take information wherever it comes from. Because I wish to survive. Exactly. So the covens can go to hell if they don't like my information. It seems right now he's simply gathering whatever information he can. I believe he's preparing. Who's to say for what? It could be any number of things. But if I know his kind, he's got a target already in mind, and he's simply looking for any easy score he can make to justify his time here. He'll be trying to catch any of us in minor infractions that he can then take to his superiors and say, look, I should be here anyway. Let me work unfettered. And they will. Because the surrounding governments have always wished to meddle in Frosthaven and her affairs. And unfortunately, they tend to get their way more often than not. Have no fear, little one. None of us have done anything to warrant any external action yet. The Werewolf Council is looking after theirs, the Covens are looking after the vampire community. We'll sort it out, but the Covens meeting is always a bad sign. And that's why I have my heightened sense of, security, as you see it. Yes, well, I understand that. Sequestering myself may not be the best option, but seeing as someone tried to kill me recently... You're right. I cannot hide away simply because this madman is out there. Besides, at some point I do have to thank the flea-bitten mongrel who gave me this information. Forgive me, but he's still a werewolf and I still have my prejudice. I make no qualms about it. Our kind don't mix. We never have. But perhaps that's a story for another day. Yes, I know you're right. No, I haven't eaten in quite a while. A steakhouse? Yes, of course I can still eat human food. Actually, that does not sound bad. All right. Dinner and one drink. And then we get back somewhere it's safe. Fair enough. I'll go get my coat, and we'll be off. And little one, it's good to see you again.